think NASA has learned a ton from the International Space Station program, primarily how to live and work in space continuously for over 20 years.
When I think about what NASA has learned that's most important to me, it's really that we can grow plants pretty normally in space.
For me, from the engineering side, what we've really learned is how do you keep a really, really complex machine working continuously? Those are questions that we need to answer to make it to Mars, to far-off destinations, and the space station has been really important for helping us get there.
I think NASA has learned from the ISS program that there's significant benefits in creating partnerships with different countries.
We created a world-renowned laboratory that has had discoveries that have yielded things that we could have never imagined. And we did this with industry and international partners from across the globe.
The greatest single thing that we've learned on the space station is to grow and eat our food.
NASA has learned a tremendous amount from the International Space Station, build and construction, not only from a technological perspective, but from a human side as well. The integration of medicine and behavioral health and performance that helps us to set the stage for subsequent lunar missions and long-duration exploration missions.
NASA has learned so much from the space station program and the ISS. We've learned about how to live and operate in space. We've learned how to do research and microgravity technology development.
NASA has learned from the ISS what humanity is capable of. They've been able to see what the human body is able to do while living and working in space. It's the stepping stone to the moon, and it will take us eventually to Mars and beyond.
From the ISS program, NASA has learned what happens to the human body when you live in microgravity, really make sure things are ready to go for long-duration flight.
On the space station, I think what the biggest thing we've learned is that we don't know everything. There's always something else to learn. And it sometimes is the fundamental science that we're doing, from physics to biology to material science. And sometimes it's how to get good at long-duration spaceflight.
Moving from shuttle to space station, going from short duration to long duration, we discovered many, many things that we didn't even know were risks of spaceflight. A great example is the spaceflight-associated neuroocular syndrome, or SANS. Eyeballs change shape, they change function. We had no idea that would happen until we got to space station.
Yeah, I think the most important thing that NASA has learned from the ISS is that the international collaboration that it requires to get the mission done is one of the best things we have learned from this program.
I think one of the things that people don't think about is how challenging it is to do the operation for the space station. Working with the crews on orbit every day and then integrating that operation across all the international partners and then doing it seamlessly, just pretty amazing.
We've learned to trust each other, work along together, and all for the benefit of humanity.
Building the station and then on board, we have learned to work with partners that build their modules in their places, and we built our modules, and those modules never met here on Earth. They met in space, and they fit perfectly well. Why? Because we worked on the ground as a team. We collaborated, and that is what space station is all about. It's humankind, it's all of us.